Welcome to the Worm Party. I made that little box this week. I've been working on this for like last week or so, a little bit off and on. Little controller box, so I can. This is a green one. You can tell. Green screen is messing with it there. Welcome to the Worm Party. Got some new samples. There's a little Worm Party theme there. Got my coffee. Agenda Free TV was the first follower of Worm Party on Periscope, and we just got our mug the other day. Thanks, Steve. I would like a double-sized one, like a big fat one that holds double the size of coffee. That'd be good. Like this other one that I have. See, this is my overflow mug, because that's how much I like coffee. But also, I wanted to promote Steve a little bit. Agenda Free TV. I appreciate what Steve Lookner is doing with Agenda Free, trying to be objective and just do news, like regular journalistic news in a way. He's just reporting on what's being reported, but, you know, it's interactive too, which I like that too. All right. So we got some new samples. I don't know if anyone is on Periscope. I do not have a way of chatting through the app that I use, so I have to chat through the website, but that's okay. I'll just try to keep a window up here. And anyway, I'm going to turn the jam on for a second, and we're going to get into some samples pretty soon here. All right. Hello. All right. I've got the Periscope up on screen to my left here. So if anyone makes a comment or jumps in on the Periscope, I can see you over here, because I can't see you through the app that I normally use for some reason. I don't know why. It's It's crazy. So I'm just making some adjustments here. Okay, cool. I'll turn the light on the microscope. So we went out today and we gathered 4 new samples. I just want to look at the first one, start off for a minute, just to see what's in it, because I kind of expect some worms, because I always find worms on Worm Party. Follow us on Worm Party at YouTube, Worm Party on Periscope, Worm Party 1 on Twitch. Trying to get more subscribers on YouTube so that we can get a custom URL and get a little more visibility and do a little more promotion with that. Because right now it's just a bunch of letters and numbers, and I'd like to get it to just say Worm Party. So please subscribe, please share, please like, please comment, all that good stuff. We're going to look for some tardigrades today, or worms, or rotifers, or whatever else we could find. Like my NASA shirt, NASA. And what I did first was we went out to this local park where there's a man-made pond with a lot of ducks, lots of little black ducks and like mallard ducks and regular ducks and cranes and stuff flying around. And just reached out with my little telescopic uh, gatherer and got this sample of water. And it's a little bit green, just on site. It looks a little bit green, a little bit murky. There's no solid stuff in here, so we're just going to pull something straight out of this water and drop it onto depression slide and see what's in it. All right, so here we go. So far nobody on Twitch, which is what I'm used to, and 2 of us on YouTube, but I'm just going to go because these streams, you guys can go back and watch them if you need to. It's about 4 drops. And then, I might also just kind of jam out with this thing a little bit. I'm still learning how to use it. I built this thing out of a Arduino Uno, and I 3D printed the box, which I didn't know was going to work, but I tried it anyway. And of course my plastic warped, but I had to use a different color plastic too. I wanted to use black, but I had to use the copper, which is okay. I like the copper, but the black just did not work. So Bruce, if you're watching, I could try to print your thing if it doesn't work out for you. Probably just not in black, and it will come out warped, no doubt. But anyway, so yeah, this little guy was pretty fun to build. Anyway, this is just the first quick and dirty version. Anyway, all right. So I'm bringing the slide over to the microscope. Try not to move the water around too much. Putting the slide into place. Move up to the top of the drop. Let's see what we find. I blind myself every time. Well, wow. There's stuff in here. There's a lot of stuff in here. Well, that looks like a rotifer right there. It's the other type of rotifer, I think. This guy right here. I think that's what it is. I like the way he moves. He's pretty smooth. He's pretty smooth and graceful. Kind of flipping around. That's interesting. Oh, look, there's another one. Always new microbes with every sample. Well, this one's full of these guys. They're everywhere. All right. If this isn't the other type of rotifer, I could be wrong about my guessing, which is they're just guesses. But leave a comment. Leave a comment if you think you know what this is. And I'm going to go in tighter if I can try to get a good enough. He goes around in 3D space a lot. Now here's one moving. Oh, not moving too much. Maybe I can go in tighter on him. What do you think, kitty cat? Oh, so difficult to focus when he's going around in 3 dimensions like that. Maybe I just leave it there and let them swim by. Yeah, that's kind of difficult and everything's shaking around. I'm going to go back out. Wow, these little guys are really difficult to focus on. I do like the way they swim, though. So, like I said, this is some water that we just pulled right out of the pond, and it was, I mean, there's like it was a very marshy kind of a surrounding. I mean, the spongy, I would say, I guess. The ground is very spongy, and the cranes and the ducks seem to really like it. And these little black ducks that I've never really seen before. I need to pull up the video. I didn't pull it up beforehand, but which I should have. I was doing all this other troubleshooting. What are they? Leave a comment if you think you know what they are. And I'm thinking that all those other little guys are, they look like the golden algae that we've seen in videos from Journey to the Microcosmos. Man, this is full of life. These little guys are seem to be dominating the space. This would be some algae on top of the water. Yeah, those to me look like rotifers. The second type of rotifer, not the types we've found before on this channel, with the two little wheels and they're kind of worm-like. These ones are these ones have the single wheel in front, and they are more. I don't know. They're not worm-like at all in their movement, or at least I haven't seen any try to crawl around. Of course, they're just swimming in the open water. But the other style I see kind of moving around like inchworms on the glass. You can almost see their little like tentacly faces. So I'm just gonna look on Periscope here because I hadn't used it in a while and I was used to seeing um, the way that it shows, who's broadcasting on the map. I don't see myself in California, and I don't see anybody in California. So hopefully, I'm the only person in California uh, on Periscope right now. Who knows? I don't know. I got to check something else over here. All right. Well, I changed it to low latency. Hopefully that works. See, if you're watching on Periscope, or if you happen to watch it at all on Periscope, I'm not sure how the quality is, because they recommend a much lower quality than I'd like to stream out for these things, and I wasn't aware that they kind of required such lower quality. I get it though; it's better for their servers or whatnot. But Twitch seems to be okay with the higher quality. YouTube, of course, is okay with it. So if you like this content and you're watching on Periscope, I recommend also following us on YouTube, Worm Party on YouTube, and on Twitch it's Worm Party 1. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I wonder if these little rotifer looking, I think they're rotifers. Wonder if they're eating all this little algae. It looks like they're eating the algae to me. And that all the smaller dots moving around are golden algae, self-propelled plants. Let's see if I'm right about that. I'm gonna see if we can get in on these guys. I could be wrong, but I believe those are plants. Those are plants swimming around. I could be wrong. Maybe they're not. They could be. I guess they could be tetrahymena. They kind of have that similar shape. I'm not sure if they're the right size. But of course, once I learned that there were algae that can move on their own, I was fascinated by that. So I assume that anything I see that's green and swimming around is most likely a an algae, but I don't really know. Put a comment if you know what these things are. This water is actually a lot more active than I imagined. I had no idea what we were going to find in here. Look at those guys. I don't even need to scan around for anything in here. I can just turn it on and there's everything swimming around. It's already there. Yeah, I believe those are rotifers with a single wheel in the front. The larger guys swimming by. There's the little rotifer. He keeps going in and out of focus, but every once in a while you can see them. I could see these guys better if I squashed them on a flat slide. Could look at them in more detail if we wanted to do that. But oh, I don't know what he's doing. Whoa, oh, little dance. Do you want me to play the music, buddy? That was cray. That was some crazy dancing there. Look at these little guys. I keep thinking if I stop, they'll just, there you go. Every once in a while, they'll just come into frame. I'm going to go back out. The first objective here. guys are kind of nice to look at. They're very graceful swimmers. Except sometimes they flip out, kind of literally. But yeah, they're it's kind of like looking in a fishbowl, just watching the fish swim around. Very therapeutic. I just make this into a screensaver here with all the algae swimming around or whatever those little guys are. And these rotifers. Man, with as many rotifers as we find, you could have called this rotifer party, but it doesn't roll off the tongue as well as worm party. Got one viewer on Twitch. We got one viewer on Periscope. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Worm Party. If you haven't already subscribed, Worm Party on YouTube, Worm Party 1 on Twitch, Worm Party on Periscope. And if there are any other platforms that I should be streaming on, let me know. Sorry there, I bumped the table trying to grab my coffee. I should throw some reverb on that. I didn't put any effects on it, except for the ones that I'm controlling. If you think this stream is weird, leave a comment. It is weird, but it's cool, because these little guys are cool. They can't really hear the music, I don't think. It's just going through my headphones. I got no speakers in here. Those guys are pretty cool. I dig it. Man, that was just the first look into that water. And it's full of life, full of little rotifers swimming around and stuff. It's cool. All right. Well, I've got 3 other samples to look at, but they haven't fully incubated yet, so I need to give them a little more time to soak up with water. But I've got some moss that we collected off of a tree, and actually 2 of those samples, 2 different types of tree moss, and some moss that we found growing on the dirt. So we're going to let that soak for a minute and then look in there and then see what we can find. And I'll be streaming on that one too. Hey, there's Mr. Bacon. I know, so many bugs. If you just joined us, go ahead and go back and roll back and watch the beginning of the stream, because I'm going to end this stream now and I'm going to stream a little bit later with these other samples and see what we find in there. And maybe I'll pop some of this stuff on there onto a slide too, so we can take a look at again and see if there's anything else in there. But that was really cool. All right. Thanks for joining me on the Worm Party. I guess I got to close out with some of this music. Oh, yeah. Worm Party, Worm Party, Worm Party. Join us again on the Worm Party a little bit later. Thanks.